Hello and thanks for joining us. Welcome to Standard Voice Television Global News. Today, 13th July 2026, equivalent to 27th Muharram, 1448 after Hijrah. I am Rahama Ibrahim Dusara. The headlines. Federal government suspend 50,000 Naira WAEC and NECO registration fee hike. APC and PDP completes candidates upload on portal. INEC extends deadline. Troops kills on first aid, bandits leader arrest logistics suppliers nationwide. And on international scene, Russia's latest strike killed 4 in Ukraine's defense systems raids. And on sports updates, FIFA appoints Ivan Barton to officiate France-Spain semi-final match. This and more will be coming to you in the bulletin. Stand by. The federal government has announced the suspension of the proposed review of registration fees of the 2027 West African Senior School Certificate Examination (WAEC) and the National Examinations Council (NECO) Senior Secondary Certificates examination pending wider consultations with stakeholders. The Federal Ministry of Education in a statement said the letter conveying the proposed fee adjustments dated June 18, 2026 had been withdrawn to allow for a comprehensive review before any final decision is taken. The Director, Press and Public Relations, Buriewo Folashade, said the suspension followed concerns and feedbacks from members of the public. He added that the Federal Ministry of Education announced that the letter conveying the proposed fee adjustments dated 18th June 2026 has been withdrawn to allow for a comprehensive review and broader consultations with all relevant stakeholders before a final decision is taken. The ruling All Progressive Congress APC and the People's Democratic Party PDP have confirmed the successful upload of their presidential, vice presidential and National Assembly candidates to the Independent National Electoral Commission's INEC portal. The development is coming as the APC mocked opposition parties that failed to meet the original July 11th deadline, saying their inability to complete the nomination process and schedule raised questions about their organizational capacity and readiness for the 2027 general elections. However, INEC National Commissioner and Chairman of the Information and Voter Education Committee, Muhammad Kudu Haruna, in a statement announced the extension of the deadline for political parties to submit the names and personal particulars by 3 days, shifting it to midnight on Tuesday, July 14, 2026. He stressed that the extension followed an appeal by the Inter-Party Advisory Council, IPAC, on behalf of political parties that were unable to complete the upload of their candidates' details within the stipulated time frame. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has filed a lawsuit against the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, for allegedly failing to probe claims that governors under the All Progressives Congress, APC, diverted 800 billion naira from public funds to finance President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's re-election bid. SERAP, in its suits filed at the Federal High Court, Abuja, is asking the court to compel INEC to investigate allegations that APC governors are making monthly contributions from their Federal Accounts Allocation Committee, FAC, into a dedicated campaign fund for the 2027 presidential election. According to reports cited by the rights groups, the alleged contributions from FAC allocations are being channeled to support President Tinubu's campaign. The SERAP argued that the allegations raised serious concerns about political finance, transparency, electoral fairness, and the constitutional rights of Nigerians to participate freely in their government. The Nigerian Police Force set to arraign the Director General of the controversial Presidential Foreign Intervention Promotion Council, Adeniyi Adeyemi, before the Federal High Court on Tuesday. The police charged Adeyemi and 2 others with 8 counts bordering on forgery, impersonation, and related offenses. The charge was filed on November 27, 2025 by Police Prosecutor Wisdom Madaki. Adeyemi was alleged to have operated the fixtures agency from the second floor of the Federal Secretariat Complex, Phase 3, Abuja, before his arrest. It would be recalled that President Bola Tinubu directed the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, to conduct a thorough investigation into the activities of the fixtures agency within 30 days. When the case came up on June 16 for the defendants to take their plea, Adeyemi was said to be indisposed, prompting Justice Muhammad Umar to adjourn the matter. The rescue of 44 pupils and teachers kidnapped in Oyo State after 56 days in captivity has sparked pressure on the federal government and security agencies to launch similar operations to free other school children, women, and other Nigerians still being held by terrorists nationwide. The Northern Elders Forum, Arewa Consultative Forum, ACF, religious and community leaders, opposition politicians, and families of kidnapped victims have called on the federal government to replicate the intelligence-led operation that secured the release of the Oyo victims in Borno, Kwara, Kaduna, and other states, where scores of victims have remained in captivity for months. The renewed calls followed Friday's announcements by security agencies that all the school children and teachers abducted during coordinated attack on 3 schools in Owerri, local government area of Oyo State, on May 15th had regained their freedom without the payment of ransom. The ACF urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to intensify efforts to secure the release of all Nigerians in captivity across the country, saying the successful rescue of Oyo pupils and teachers should mark the beginning of a sustained nationwide campaign against kidnappers. The news is coming to you on Standard Voice Television. Still to come in the news. Troops kill Zamfara bandit leader, arrest logistics suppliers nationwide. And an international scene, Russia's latest strike killed 4 in Ukraine's defense systems raid. And on sports update, FIFA appoints Ivan Barton to officiate France-Spain semi-final match. This and more will come to you after the break.
Good day, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ezekiel Damfulani. I'm the Managing Director of the Nigerian Agricultural Insurance Corporation, NAIC. It is my pleasure to introduce NAIC, Nigeria's foremost agricultural insurance institution, established to provide insurance protection and risk management solutions for farmers, agribusinesses, and agricultural investments across the country. At NAIC, our mission is to safeguard farmers against losses arising from natural disasters, adverse weather conditions, pests, diseases, and other unforeseen risks that threaten agricultural productivity. By providing reliable insurance coverage, we help farmers recover from losses, improve access to finance, and contribute to national and food security and economic growth. In line with renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, we are committed to strengthening NAIC's capacity by expanding insurance coverage, embracing technology and innovation, and ensuring that more farmers and agricultural stakeholders across Nigeria benefit from our services. Agriculture remains the backbone of our economy, and insurance is the critical tool for protecting investments, enhancing productivity, and promoting sustainable growth in the sector. Through strategic partnership, improved service delivery, and digital transformation, NAIC will continue to support farmers and contribute to Nigerian food security and economic development. Together, we can build a more resilient agricultural sector and secure the future of farming in Nigeria. Thank you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Welcome back, and the news continues. The Defense Headquarters has commenced the anti-smuggling campaigns across its theaters of operations, saying they have continued to strangulate and diminish the terrorists. Logistical capabilities as troops continue to intercept their logistics suppliers, recovering larger quantities of supplies, including food, medicine, cash, arms, and ammunition. The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Michael Onoja, while speaking to journalists during a weekly news briefing, said troops arrested 8 terrorist suppliers, comprising 3 in the northeast and 5 in the northwest. He added that security forces have also killed a notorious bandit kingpin, Kachalla Sani, during a joint operation by security forces and local vigilantes in the Anka local government area of Zamfara State. Onoja also said troops intercepted and arrested 2 suspected terrorist logistics suppliers in Gubiyo town in Borno State, recovering a Volkswagen Golf vehicle loaded with construction materials and solar panels. Troops of Operation Hardin Kai have killed an Islamic State West Africa province ISWAP cameraman and recovered video materials indicating the presence of 3 foreign facilitators, including a Palestinian Arab identified as a trainer and a Moroccan Arab serving as a medical doctor for the terrorist group in Borno State. The acting military information officer, Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Hardin Kai, Captain Mohammed Guni, made this known in a statement. He added that the operational success was recorded on Saturday following a failed infiltration attempt by members of ISWAP terrorists into Kraskawa Kukawa local government area of Borno State. Goni said the terrorists attempted to exploit the cover of darkness to breach the troops' positions and loot cholera medical supplies on July 11, 2026. In another development, the Zamfara State Police Command has rescued 2 kidnapped victims after intercepting 10 jerrycans of petrol allegedly being taken to bandits as ransom. SARI Global latest report says at least 792 persons lost their lives in 882 security incidents across all 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory FCT in June 2026, with the military killing 274 insurgents. This is as the report stated that the Islamic State West Africa province, ISWAP, launched a coordinated strategy in the Munguno axis of northern Borno that blocked access to humanitarian aid from reaching hundreds of thousands of internally displaced persons. The document, SARI Global's Nigeria Monthly Security Overview for June 2026, identified the Munguno axis covering the garrison towns of Munguno, Kroskawa, Baga, and Kukawa as the country's critical humanitarian flashpoints, driven by ISWAP nighttime, compounds raids, and daytime arson of armed contracted cargo along the Munguno to Gajiram Road. The monthly Nigeria report is published on Relief Web, said the first week of June recorded 217 incidents. The second week, spanning June 8th to 14th, recorded both the peak incidence counts of 278 and the highest fatality total of the month. And an international scene, Ukraine has confirmed that Russia fired a wave of drones and missiles the Dnipropetrovsk region overnight, killing at least 4 people. The strikes came a day before Ukraine's allies were set to meet in Paris for talks on pressuring Russia to end its more than 4-year war. The United States had earlier given Ukraine permission to build US-designed Patriot air defense system capable of drowning Russia ballistic missiles, but it may be months before they enter production. A regional official confirmed that 3 people were killed in Russian attack on Ukraine's central Dnipropetrovsk region overnight, including 2 in a strike on an industrial enterprise. Also, a separate drone attack on the southern city of Kherson killed a 48-year-old mayor, Yaroslav Shanko, reported. And on sports updates, the Federation of International Football Association, FIFA, says Salvadoran referee Ivan Barton will officiate the semi-final between France and Spain on the ongoing 2026 World Cup. The World Football Governing Body confirmed the appointments in a post on its official X account on Monday, noting that Barton will oversee the highly anticipated clash on Tuesday, July 14th, with kick-off scheduled for 3 p.m. The referee will be assisted by fellow Salvadoran David Morin as assistant referee while Argentina's Antonio Popero has been named assistant referee too. Sweden's Glenn Nyberg will serve as the 4th official, with compatriot Mabod Beyi appointed as the reserve assistant referee. The appointment places Barton in charge of one of the biggest fixture of the tournament, with two European football giants battling for a place in the 2026 FIFA World Cup final. And that's all we have for today's package. But before we go, let's take a recap of the major headlines. Federal government suspend 50,000 Naira WAEC and NECO registration fee hike. APC and PDP completes candidate upload on portal, INEC extends deadline. Troops kill Zamfara State bandit leader, arrest logistics suppliers nationwide. And on international scene, Russia's latest strike killed 4 in Ukraine's defense systems raids. And on sports updates, FIFA appoints Ivan Barton to officiate France-Spain semi-final match. On behalf of the news editor, Ilya Adama Auta, and the production team, I still remain Rahama Ibrahim Jusar. Do have a nice day and keep watching Standard Voice Television.